every breath you take, every move you make.
As I've continued each day, diversifying and expanding my knowledge, I've often looked back and thought to myself, what makes me feel that being a nurse is my future? One part is due to the amazing and unforgettable experiences I've had as a nursing student of the New Vision's Health Career Explorations program. But another part, a deeper part, makes it seem as if it was woven deep within the fibers of my soul. To me, it's as if my destined journey takes place in a pair of scrubs, nurturing and caring for people in need with the compassion and comfort they deserve. Another large influence was my mother. What a woman! She had an amazing gift of making anyone's day brighter and more comfortable. She could read anyone and mold herself into someone who could get down to that person's level and make them feel important. She told many stories of joys and hardships she's encountered throughout her nursing career, and for that I'm very grateful. But sadly, my mother, Stephanie, passed away on April 26, 2012. Although her passing brings much heartache to my family and I, it has also taught me many things. She has shown me that I have strength and the ability to move forward with a light and positive heart. She has shown me that even in the hardest of times, there is always someone there with a warm heart to mend the pieces of a broken one. She has proven to me that you should never take anything or anyone for granted. She has inspired me to live my life with a drive for adventure and take every opportunity to add more sparkle and shine into the path we lead and the path we leave behind. She has also helped me realize that there are many other people out there that may be in need of a helping hand, a light in the darkness, and a new purpose for themselves in this lifetime. She has made me understand that being a nurse is an ever-evolving career, demanding but also very rewarding. So when it comes to me, looking back on my mother's life and the impact she left on others, and the experiences gained from New Visions and the nursing program at Plattsburgh, my drive to help others grows very strong. And each day I look into the mirror and take her stethoscope around my neck, I am and will be reminded that my mother is living through me as I live through her memory throughout my journey towards my destiny as a nurse.
So I can think of one story that I had to deliver some news to a patient that wasn't very, it was a diagnosis that she had cancer, and she was really an anxious patient. She had come into our office when I worked at a physician's office, and we did a biopsy on a tumor that was on top of her head, and they really thought that it was a fatty tumor. And I called her to tell her she needed to come into the office, and she's like, Tammy, please, you have to tell me what it is. I can't wait another week. And so I had to tell her. That was something that you're never supposed to do as a nurse, but I had to make a decision that for her to be okay for the next week, that I really felt like I needed to do that. So sometimes it's making difficult decisions.
What does nursing mean to me? I volunteered at the kidney dialysis unit for 4 years here at CVPH. I started by cleaning the units, bringing patients water, and sitting with them in the 4 hours I was there a week. I thought my job was fairly easy and figured that students like me do that all the time to get a few hours of volunteer work in. Looks good in college applications, right? It gives me experience in the medical field? Yes. But it did so much more for me than that. Never did I think that this position would bring me to the conclusion that I wanted to be a nurse someday. This one special day in the dialysis, I knew. I was doing my tasks, cleaning the units and disinfecting everything I could. Just as I moved to my next unit, the nurse in charge said, Paige, your patient would like to talk to you in Unit 12. My stomach instantly sank. I wondered, what did I do wrong? The last thing I wanted to do was make my patient upset. I put my smile on and went into the unit to check on my patient. I asked him what was going on, and he wanted me to sit down. I instantly got even more nervous and anticipated what he was going to tell me. He started by asking me where I was from, where I went to school, and all the small talk questions. As we learned more and more about each other, I realized this wasn't just small talk. After over a half an hour of chatting, he said in these exact words, Well, Paige, it was so nice talking to you today. You don't know how much it meant to me. You will never realize how it truly is until you sit in this chair. I smiled, said you're welcome, and exited the unit. Not only was it a chance to get to know my patient, but he understood me, and more importantly, I understood him. Touching a patient's day is not just a conversation. Holding a patient's hand isn't just a physical action, and on this day, I realized that nursing isn't just a job. It's helping people's lives every day and making sure it's your responsibility to make that patient's time sick just a little more positive.
Again, working in pediatrics, there were a lot of situations in children that you take care of that are a challenge. I took care of a little girl who I was speaking with her one minute. It happened to be around the holidays. There was a resident who was in the ICU. He was kind of watching a TV program, I think football. And I was having a conversation with this little 3-year-old, and in the middle of our conversation, I lost her. And her brain had herniated. I think it really impacted me. We didn't know why she was sick, but on autopsy it turned out that she was positive for TB, and she had TB of the brain. And as a result, myself and another nurse both converted our PPDs, so we were treated. So it was a very, there's always some situation that occurs, and that was one of those situations.
In my senior year of high school, I was lucky enough to be able to participate in New Vision's Health Career and Exploration. Through this program, I was able to spend most of my senior year shadowing doctors, technicians, and nurses throughout the hospital. This is where I found my true passion to lie in nursing. The world needs good people in it, and I believe that many of those people are nurses. As a nurse, you help someone through some of their most difficult of times. Being there for someone when their world is ending is hard, not just for them, but for the nurses as well. As a nurse, we have to be strong, reassure these people that everything will eventually be okay. Things won't go back to normal, but in the end, they will find a new normal. In that moment, you have to give them what they need. Nurses must find a way to make the best of every situation and make it the most comforting and beneficial as possible, whether it's giving the family time to grieve or helping someone deal with their diagnosis. Nursing is strange. Somehow you're expected to be a leader, a teacher, a caretaker, a counselor, and a friend to so many different people all at the same time. But somehow it's possible. I have looked into so many different professions in my life, but never have I felt the passion or want for any of those as strongly as I did for nursing. It truly is a beautiful career. Being in the nursing program here and volunteering at the skilled nursing facility at CVPH has really opened my eyes. Every day, I see people do things I never want to do, and I see people that I strive to be like. Every day, I'm adding to the idea of the kind of nurse that I want to be.
This Nursing Foundations class has shown me that as nurses, our education never ends. There are constantly new skills to learn and different ways to go about them. Plus, the medical field is always adapting to new policies and rules that are important to follow and live by, in and outside of the healthcare setting. This class has firmly laid down the first few stepping stones I needed to walk upon to further my nursing education and prepare me for my future career.
Everyone needs a good foundation for moving forward in a career, and to be the best nurse you can be for each and every one of your patients. I think that this class was a great intro to the rest of our nursing journey. It made you truly think independently about if this career choice is right for you. It makes you envision yourself as a nurse someday. It gives you the chance to see nursing in a broadened perspective, attaining the knowledge and understanding of different nursing disciplines that you will have to perform in the future.
I believe that this class was a great way to begin our nursing career. It taught us the most basic ideas behind patient care. It taught us how we should treat our patients fairly, yet maintain a respect and understanding of their culture. This class truly helped me to better understand the healthcare setting, and after this class I feel much more competent and prepared to move forward in my nursing journey.
So my words of wisdom would be, don't take everything so seriously, have fun, and remember that you will get through this. And it will be fun.
Never quit learning. Take each day, even if it's a bad day, take it as a day of experience. You learn from the good things and you learn from the bad things. And have humor, because I think humor is a very important part of survival in this career choice. And make sure you take care of yourselves, because again, survival.
I'm Hannah, and I'm a nursing student.
I'm Paige, and I'm a nursing student.
I'm Paige, and I'm a nursing student.